Hello, hello, hello. We are live. We are at the right time. I was here an hour earlier. So let me just see this hopefully pop up in the inquiry group to see that we are live. If you're just jumping on, then come and say hello in the comments. We have got Jen from Team Hunter here. OMG, we are so excited for this. Hello, Gretchen. Come and say hi in the comments if you are just jumping on for the calling call, the vision call. Hello, Michelle. Miss you. Oh my goodness. I am so excited for this. Vision call. Hello, Michelle. Miss you. I'm in stereo now. Oh my goodness. I am. Hey, Abigail. Oh my God, I miss you too. Sacred Site Retreat ladies in the house. Oh my goodness. Elaine or Eileen. Hello. Irene. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my God. Whew. Charmaine. Hello. This is a whole vibe. Laura. Hello, hello. Lightwood Priestess in the house. Lisbeth, hello. Rennie, hello. Oh, I am so excited for this call. Gotta keep myself calm here. Janine, hello. Your hair looks lovely, a little bit longer. Thank you. So today we are going to talk about the vision that Skylar has set for me with the 100. So if you are brand new into my world, and I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces, but if you are brand new into my world and you're not familiar with my work, I am, amongst many things, but I am a medium and a trance medium, and I also channel my spirit team, Skylar. So Skylar are a collective consciousness. They number the millions. And they are the unincarnated members of my soul tribe. And in this lifetime, I've been given a very large soul mission. So I was given Skylar to assist me in that mission. So some of the work, some of you might be familiar with my work. If you're in my temple, you will know that you can have conversations with Skylar. You can ask Skylar questions and have conversations with my spirit team. And if any of you have experienced conversations with Skylar, you will know how amazing my spirit team are. All of my teachings that I teach all come from a spiritual, non-physical document. That sounds very fancy, but all of my teachings come from a non-physical document called the Codex of Light. So everything that I teach, everything that I have to share comes from this Codex of Light to bring more light, usher more light into planet Earth at this time. So I am very passionate about what I do. I love what I do. And this vision, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this vision that Skylar has shared with me, this vision called the 100. So I'm going to be really honest with you. When I told my team about this vision, my team were like, meh. But they didn't get it to start with. They were like, Joanna, like you served over 4,000 people in your $1 million experiment. Like, why would you limit yourself to 100 people? But let me share the genius of this, because my team are so excited about this now, because they get it now. They understand now. They can see the vision that Skylar has given me. And it is absolutely sublime. What I am calling forward tonight is I'm calling forward people who truly wish to separate themselves from the herd, that they want to step up into the next level of leadership for themselves, that they are choosing to be self-led women, to really truly step into that, that you feel in your heart, whether you've admitted this to anyone, whether you have stepped up and said, yep, this is what I'm all about. But it is the women who feel in their heart, like, I am meant for bigger things. I am meant for big, big things. I don't know maybe how to do that. I don't know maybe how to put that out into the world, how to create that yet. But deep down in my soul, I know this. I've always known that I'm meant for bigger things. I'm always known that I was meant for not a little chicken nugget life, put it that way, right? And if this is resonating with you, let me know in the comments if you have felt like, I know I've been meant for bigger things. I know I've been meant for something extraordinary. And maybe that's not fully expressed through you yet, but there's just knowing, like, this cannot be it for life for me. Like, there has to be more. There's a feeling inside. There's like this knowing. And even though that knowing makes your human cringe sometimes, right? Like, your human goes, oh my God, like, who am I to be this one? Who am I to put myself out there? Who am I? Like, even if your human's like, you can't say that out loud, that you're meant for, like, you're meant to be important to this world, that you're meant to put yourself out there. But sure, you can say that out loud. We're all friends here. We can confess this here and now. We can say, so Abigail here is saying yes. Jana saying yes, yes, just fearful. Sam's like 100%. Jean's like, yes. Eileen's like, always. She's just known it since she was a little nipper. Sarah's like, yes. Leslie is chills. Right? Gretchen is, I have always known this, right? Charmaine's like, hell's yes. Look at all of these leaders in the house right now, right? I want you just to feel this. This is the safe space to share this. This is the safe space to admit this. It's okay that you might not know the path yet. This is what the 100 is about. There's a shift coming to this planet, and I am part of it. And I want to invite you on the journey to be part of it too. I want you to rise inside of yourself and be like, I am going to heal from the inside out. When we go on this journey, it is a journey of personal healing first. So many of us are called to help humanity, and yet we are trying to help humanity from an unhealed place ourselves. We've got stuff going on, right? We got a lot of stuff going on. We might have weak boundaries. We might have an inner critic that is running rampant in our brains. We might have imposter syndrome, feeling like an imposter. Who am I to do this work, right? We might have visibility issues, the witch wound, right? The good old witch wound. I've done this work in centuries. I've done this work in millennia. I've been here many, many times on this planet and done this work and never ended well. Always, right? So if that's resonating with you and you're like, yeah, girlfriend, I feel you on that witch wound, right? I have never gone out of one of my past lives alive. I mean, like, there's not probably many of my past lives that I died of natural causes, happily surrounded by my family in my bed. No, it was murder, death, hanging, burning, speared with spears, all that jazz. Witch wound, big, big, big witch wound. And if that's resonating with you and you're like, the visibility thing makes you go, all of these things, right? We got you. We got you. So let's take a deep breath for this. We got to heal from the inside out. The more that I've healed, the more I'm able to show up and the more magnetic I become to my audience. The more magnetic my offers are, the more magnetic everything is that I do, right? It creates magnetism. The healing creates magnetism, right? So Charmaine is saying the witch wound is a big one for me. I've done so much work on the witch wound this year, says Romella. Absolutely. Definitely the imposter syndrome. Absolutely. Burned, buried alive, drowned, etc. Yep. It is a list, but remember, we are still here, motherfuckers. We are still here, right? We're still showing up. We're still doing it, right? You can't keep a good woman down. You can't keep a good woman down. We are still doing it. So you know what? They may have tried to burn us. They may have tried to kill us. They may have tried to drown us. They may have tried to stick us in barrels with spikes through it and roll us down hills, but we are still fucking here. And we're bringing the change. We're bringing the change. It's coming. The 100 are going to be on it. So this feeling inside, this calling inside, what has it been leading to? So when I first started channeling the works from the Codex of Light, I started channeling my programs, I started channeling. The first thing I channeled was actually my very own healing. I healed from chronic fatigue. I healed from burnout, major burnout. I healed from chronic unexplained pain syndrome. I healed from what could only be described as autoimmune hellishness. It was an autoimmune disease that I had that had no name. That's how rare it was. But literally, it would make me allergic. I remember going to a friend's house and wanting some water and saying, do you have some water? And we live in Scotland, so the water is really good. So she poured me a glass of water out of her tap. That was water out of her tap, not my tap. And my entire inside of my throat broke out in blisters, the inside of my throat. It felt like my throat was on fire. And that was an autoimmune response to water that did not come out of my own tap. So I've healed from all of those things. And I channeled that healing through the Codex of Light. And when I wrote my book, Get Selfish, The Way Is Through. That is what healed me. It healed me because I learned to listen to my inner world first. I healed myself by learning to listen to my inner world first. And that set a standard inside of me that then started the process of where I am today and what I have built in my business today and all of the people that I've helped today in the world. So today it feels like the 100 is a culmination of everything that I have learned, everything that I have to share with you, every teaching, every morsel, every delicious drop of activation and energy that I have, I am going to pour in to the 100. This is about creating 100 incredible change makers that rise in confidence. They feel confident to put themselves out there. They feel confident to share their magic, to share their gifts with the world. They feel activated. They feel motivated. They are understanding the mission that is in their soul. They're tuned in, tapped in to that vision. And if this is giving you chills and goosebumps, you are in the right place. So let me reveal to you the mission of the 100. We are to go first. We are to get selfish. We are to jump into ourselves, into our own healing, and we are learning to heal from the inside out. The next part of the mission is for the 100 to help 100 people. 100 people helping 100 people is 10,000 people. Generation 1. Generation 2, 10,000 people helping 100 people each is 1 million people. Generation 3, 1 million people helping 100 people each is 100 million. Generation 4, 100 people, 100 million people helping 100 people is billions, and we have covered the globe, and together we thrive. 4 generations of change, and we don't have to wait for human generations. We could create this ripple effect of change in just 4 years. Imagine rocking up and creating a business where your business is focused on really helping 100 people who are really, really ready for change, really ready to do the work, really ready to step up, step in. The 100 here is here to usher a new paradigm. And here's how we're going to do it. We're going to first heal ourselves. You're going to be given the Be Magic Insights. You're going to be given access to the temple where we do the deep healing work. You're going to understand energy at a deep internal level and become light web activated into higher consciousness. Once you have that tool in place, life is never going to look quite the same again. Then we're going to heal your energy leaks in unity consciousness. And we're going to learn where you're hemorrhaging energy, where you're leaking energy so that your energy becomes more powerful and potent to be able to bring it out into the world. Then we're going to activate your leadership in Be Your Own Rescue. And then we're going to activate your business in Divine Planning, Abundant Profits. Then we're going to give you tools for days, tools to really show up and tools that you can use with your clients. And we give you those tools in Lightbringer, Akashic Records, and the Lightweb Priestess program, where we're going to learn how to channel, speak light language, and connect with your very own spirit team, connect at a much, much deeper level, supersize your own intuition, increase your magnetism. We are then going to help you to create your very own $1 million plan. So if you were in my $1 million experiment last year, I gave you a $1 million plan. I gave you a plan. This time, we're going to show you how to create your very own plan that is tailored for your business, that is tailored for you. You're going to get energy clinics. You're going to get my team's support, 4 calls a year with my team to unfold your path of your 100 for your Be Magic year. There is a VIP option where you can have a one-to-one coaching with me. And after your year is done, you will retain access to all of the programs, all of the courses. This is a movement. It is a movement of 100 people helping 100 people, 10,000 people helping 100 people, 1 million people helping 100 people, 100 million people helping billions. And together we thrive. I am so excited about this. I'm so excited what this means for humanity, what it means for you showing up in your life, what it means, what we can do in 4 generations. And we don't even have to wait for our great grandchildren to be doing this. We could do this in 4 years. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the change that we can create on this planet? I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing for this. I want you to be millionaires. We're going to pour in, myself and my team are going to pour in everything that we know about helping you to heal from the inside out and helping you to step in to your $1 million version of you. Why do I want you to be a millionaire? Because I want you to have the comfort of $1 million year. I want you to have the resource of $1 million, because can you imagine what 100 conscious millionaires can do to this world? There isn't going to be a child in this world that's going to be left behind and not receive an education when there's hundreds, because that's what we're talking about here, even millions of conscious people who are able to channel money into their lives and be able to fix the world's problems with the resource of money. Sarah's like epic. 100 people on their freaking A game. 100 people light web activated. 100 people showing up like they fucking mean it. Embracing that inner voice that says, I'm here for more, instead of listening to that inner voice that says, you're rubbish, or you're not enough, or you're not this. We're going to fire that inner voice. Because can you imagine that in just 4 years, we could truly, truly change the game, change the shape of this world? But the 100 doesn't stop there. The 100 is a commitment to how you're going to run your business. No sleazy marketing tactics, no icky pile them high and sell them cheap bullshit. No ickiness, genuineness, setting a standard, upholding boundaries, being in business in a way that feels integral to who you are. Not being in business and it's like some mad dash hustle, screwball, scramble, BS. Who's got time for that? 100 women healed from the inside out, healing the world with their message, going out and creating their own 100 containers, going out there, creating the ripple effect, encouraging their clients, their students to create their own ripple effect. It's a new way to step forward. And in that container of the 100, that beautiful container that is going to hold your energy, your essence, and see the true you, inside that container, you will get support. You will have the support of your peer group, because we're going to do business differently so that when you win, we celebrate you. None of this like, oh, she's winning and that means I'm losing. If you are in any of my containers already, if you are a divine planner, you know that that's not how we roll. You know the power of what I've been able to create already in my world, and the absolute epicness of what I've been able to create in my world already. How beautiful the containers I have and how supportive and loving they are. The 100 is where we're going to pour everything into your success. And at the end of your 100 year, where you've received everything, your 100 Be Magic year, and you received everything that we have to give you, we continue to walk together. We continue to hold hands, and we continue to unfold your path. It took me 7 years to get to where I am today, to be in a place where, honestly, my life is truly magical. I am blessed beyond blessed beyond blessed. But I believe that the people in my world can probably collapse time and do it much faster. So this isn't about hopping from, and this is one of the biggest problems in business in a way, and in mentorship, is when we coach hop from person to person to person. The 100 is a commitment that you make first to yourself, and then we make it to you as well, that we're going to be there and that we're going to support you and that we're going to continue to help you grow beyond your 100 year, because this is bigger than any of us. This is a ripple effect for the world. This is about creating conscious millionaires. Now, last year, out of my $1 million container, 11 millionaires emerged out of that container. In my lifetime, during this business that I'm in, I've helped to create over 25 millionaires. It was 24. I thought it was over 24, and that's the ones I know of. But I had somebody reach out to me recently and say, I've just hit my million. So I wanted just to give you a bit of credit. And I was like, wow. So there you go. That happened just this week. So this is what I want. This is the vision that I want to be part of. And this is the vision that Skylar has shared for the world. a vision that within 4 years that we could create a ripple effect that is so massive, that is so huge, that we can really begin to fundamentally heal this world. Can you imagine like how mainstream and how quickly we can make things like energy healing super mainstream? How quickly we can create those changes, and we can create those changes even quicker if we also have the resource of money behind us. Because love it or hate it, ladies, money talks. We live in a world that uses the currency of money. Whether you like that or whether you don't like that is actually irrelevant. The truth is your soul chose now to incarnate. I believe that money is a great, great teacher for all of us. We tie so much shit up into money that it's such a fantastic teacher for us. And when we can finally separate money and just let money be money, it is surprising how effortless it can be. So I want you to really sit here today and really consider that, are you a member of the 100? Do you feel it in your soul? Do you feel like, yes, I am ready for this step. I want to be supported at a higher level. I want to really, really step into this. Now, wherever you are financially, we're going to grow to this. So if you are not ready for the investment of the 100, that's okay. We've got you. We've got other things that we've got to help you and support you and help you grow your life and your business, right? Till the point where you're ready to say, Joanna, I'm ready for one of those spots in the 100. I'm ready to step up. I'm ready to acknowledge that I'm here for great things, that I'm here to be the change that I wish to see in the world. As corny and cheesy as that sounds, to really know. Kira's like, I'm in the right place because Kara is already in the 100. Feel it, girlfriend. I knew as soon as you got on that call, you were in the right place. This is what we're here for, to unlock a tidal wave of change for this world. A tidal wave of love, of doing things differently, of saying no to the sleazy, cheesy, icky marketing, where we are holding people to a higher standard and allowing them to be self-led, empowering them in their lives, not taking their power, not using pain point marketing, like your life will be shit if you don't do this. We've got to be better than that. And that's what the 100 is about. It's by stepping up and saying, I'm going to hold myself to a higher standard here. I'm going to create great change in this world by being completely in alignment with my soul. I'm going to create great change in this world by healing myself first, so that I don't bring my unhealed shit to the table. I'm going to take a seat at the table, but I'm going to take a seat at the table by choosing to heal myself first. So that when people behave in funny ways, and they will behave in funny ways because it's people, I don't need to get bent out of shape. I don't need to get upset. I have a bigger vision for life. I have a bigger vision for what I'm doing. And I don't need to be in that place of feeling desperate, because I've learned to connect to my inner abundance. Abundance is an inside job. You connect to abundance inside. I've had 2 lots of abundance in my life. The first lot of abundance, I connected to abundance in the outer world. The moment I stopped, my money stopped. My abundance stopped. So that created this really, really, really horrific screwball scramble, where I was just constantly in this energy of scrambling constantly to try and, top the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. It was not a nice place to be. What happened for me was when I burned out, that was the wake-up call. That was like the come to Jesus now, Joanna. Like, it is enough is enough is enough is enough. And at that point, I realized, okay, I can't keep living like this. There's got to be a different way. There's got to be a better way to do this. And as I healed and I went through my healing journey, and I had an extensive healing journey. And as I went through that healing journey, I got to a point within my healing journey where I was like, I'm ready for more. I would like more. I want to share my message with the world, but I also don't want to be broke anymore, like financially broke anymore. And I decided that it was time for me to step up and be my own rescue. It was one of the best, most incredible, true decisions that I've ever made in my life. And through that decision, that is when the Codex of Light really, really kicked up a notch and started really pouring through me the teachings that you see before you today, the teachings that are in Lightweb. My students in Lightweb, who's here? Who's all here in Lightweb? Let me know if you're Lightweb activated. And you can maybe tell the rest of them it's a before and after event in someone's life. You have a way that you think before you're Lightweb activated, and then you become Lightweb activated and you think differently. And you can't go back to the old way of thinking, right? It is a before and after event. It is an activation. So we've got quite a few Lightweb ladies here. So once you're Lightweb activated and you've got, and Romella is a light bringer as well. So Trudy's Lightweb activated. So there's loads of Lightweb. Lightweb is amazing. So I want you to, Lightweb is happening this month. It is happening. We're starting next week. It is amazing. It is an amazing thing. It is, Lightweb is one of my weirdest programs in the fact that it's very difficult for me to communicate what it is, because everybody that gets Lightweb receives it differently. Some people have told me it is the intuition program. Other people have been like, no, it's the empowerment program. Lightweb is what helped me put boundaries in place. Other people will be like, no, it's like where my magic just seemed to like switch on. Other people are like, okay, it's the zero fucks program. It's like where I learned to like let go of all the shit that used to bother me. Everybody receives Lightweb in their own unique way. It's an extraordinary, extraordinary program, and life will never look quite the same once you've been through the Lightweb process. The 333 Magic Framework is a framework and tools that you will use in the rest of your life. It is absolutely incredible. It is absolutely extraordinary. Holly here is saying, and it affects you differently each round, which is why we give you lifetime access. You just keep growing. Here's why it affects you differently. Every time you go through Lightweb, your consciousness hires up. If you imagine your consciousness being a ladder and you start at the bottom rung of the ladder, you take a couple of steps, you can see a little bit more now than you saw before. The next round of Lightweb, you're now viewing life from this higher perspective, but guess what? Lightweb activates you again and you start to see life from an even higher perspective. Now things look different again. And you're like, oh, yeah, like you're seeing more light. The next time we do Lightweb, guess what? We're going at it again, and your vibration, your frequency rises again. Well, now you're looking through life through another lens. So you just keep changing. It just keeps changing. It is such a powerful, powerful program. And that's why my vision for the 100 is to have 100 Lightweb activated people within the 100, so that you have the tools that you also go through the Lightbringer program, where we give you the advanced Lightweb tools to be using with your clients, to be using with your customers, to be creating products with and creating offers with. But we don't stop there. We want to take you into the Light Web Priestess, where we take you through all of the tools and allow you to use all the tools and open up your channel, open it up wide, start helping you to speak light language, start helping you to connect to source at an even deeper level, activating your spirit team so that you are also starting to channel from higher purpose. So that those soul codes, because they're already in there, because you just told me they're already in there. You're like, yeah, I've been meant for more. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it's there. I know it, I know it, I know it. Well, don't you want to get to that? Don't you want to unleash that and open that up where you can rock up and be confident in your delivery of it, because you know that you're held, that you know that you're ready and open and available for it. So, are you excited about this? I am so excited. Lightweb is everything to everyone. Well, in my opinion, anyway. I love that. I love that. It is. It's just, it is such an incredible, incredible program. I feel so honored to be the custodian of the Lightweb, to being given that technology to teach to people. It's an absolute privilege, because it is. In fact, we had a lady in our inbox just recently, and Katie said, I believe everyone in the world would be a better place if everyone was Lightweb activated. The world would be a better place if everyone was Lightweb activated. I could not agree more. It literally is the tools so that you stop getting bent out of shape over everything. Right. And it's just the tools for activating your magic. And some people say it's the manifestation course, and their manifestation supersizes and moves so quickly. So where are you right now? Where are you right now? Are you, a lot of you are already in my world. Are you ready to kick it up a notch and join the 100? If you are already, then there's a super special offer for you to join, so that you get all of my programs and you get all of the support of Team Hunter and all of the things that we're offering within the 100. If you are not quite there yet for your financial investment, then we have got a couple of other options for you. Right now, you can join Lightweb, and we start on Monday. It's going to be absolutely extraordinary. And at any time when you're feeling ready, as long as we have a spot for you in the 100, you will get a spot there as well when you're ready to upgrade. Or if you're really just at, you're like, Joe, my finances are not looking too hot right now. If that's the case, then I suggest that you join the temple. The temple is an amazing place to start this revolution and inner revolution. We've got to heal from the inside out anyway. So the temple is the place to start. This is where we start the healing. And you're going to hear something here first. You're going to hear two things today. You've heard the 100 here first. You're the first people that have had the full explanation of what this is, what this movement is, how powerful it's going to be. But I'm also bringing out a smaller chicken nugget, 4-month experience that's like mini. And it's going to be an opportunity for you to make some money with us as well. So if you love the $1 million experiment and made your money back in the $1 million experiment, this thing is coming next year, right? So it won't be until next year, but it will be absolutely extraordinary. So there's that as well, right? So we got you. We got things for you to help you and to help you on this journey. Okay. So Cordelia here is saying, I am so excited for the next round of Lightweb starting next week. It's so important at the moment. Yes, it is so profound, the temple. I love that. I was doing the live Lightweb meditations for about 4 years ago using light language, long before I'd ever heard of you. Beautiful. I love it. Yes, I saw that would connect. Gorgeous. So if you would like more information and you would like to speak to me about joining the 100 and stepping up and joining the 100, then do reach out to our team. Any clues about January? Cheeky me asking. So the program probably will not be offered in January. It'll be more likely February time, by the time that mini program is offered. So, but we will once we get everything together for that, it will, and it's going to be a 4-month container, so it's going to be amazing. But we're here for the 100 today. So if anybody has any questions on the 100, if you're already in, and I know that a lot of you are already in a lot of my programs. So what we teach ultimately here is unity consciousness. So what is unity consciousness? Unity consciousness is you as a unified being of source energy while in physical form. That is how Skylar defines unity consciousness. You as a unified being of source energy, so that's you and the truth of who you are, source, unified as one while in physical form. A lot of us are operating our human and our soul selves as separate beings. So we keep switching between the two, right? And you know when you're in the human, because you're crapping it, you're worried, you're freaking out, you're like, oh my God. And then you have little moments of like, isn't that beautiful? As you look out over the vista or you look out over somewhere, right? You're like, oh, isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that beautiful? When you're in soul self, you are operating in your knowing, and you're operating from a higher level of consciousness. Unity consciousness is where you take that higher level of consciousness and merge it with your human, so that you don't have to kind of quite go through life like you're sitting on the front row of a roller coaster. And it helps you to tap into that deeper inner knowing. Now, you have moments of tapping into that deeper inner moment because you already told me. You said, I know I've been meant for more. But your human's like, I don't know. I don't know what the path is. I don't know how that looks. I don't know. Chat, 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 because that's what our human does. It's a little bit of a head nip. So when we work from unity consciousness and teach you unity consciousness and teach you how to unify yourself, so that you stop leaking and hemorrhaging energy, so that you stop feeling resentful, so that you stop feeling like it's all on me, that you stop feeling like everything, and that you start to really truly enter the co-creation that is open and available to every human, and you start to really, really enter that co-creative energy, things start to shift and things start to change. Now, these teachings are literally in themselves an entire, what would have been known back in the day as a mystery school. So Hermetic knowledge, for instance, if anyone's familiar with Hermetic knowledge, was an entire mystery school that people studied for life. And that's what we want to invite you in the 100. The 100 is where you receive all of my teachings and you get to keep them for life. Because these tools are not one and done tools like, oh, I've done that program. As you saw there from my beautiful Lightweb students, when you're in my world and Lightweb activated, you're going to want to come back and do it again. The same with divine planning. My divine planning abundant profit students, they come again and again and again. So if you've got a number of my programs, like maybe you've got divine planning abundant profits, you've got Lightweb, you've got a lot of these, and there's not many programs that you're missing in the full codex of light of what we teach, then your upgrade to upgrading in as to one of the 100 and making that commitment and saying, yes, I'm here for big change. Yes, I want my $1 million plan. Yes, I want to step up and create a business of that size, even though right now I don't know even how I would do that, but I'm open and available to unfold that. Then your upgrade is not going to be a lot. So it's worth reaching out to the team to even just get your upgrade price of like, what would that be? If you're brand new in my world and you've not owned a single program, then come and have a chat with me and we'll talk about how we can make this happen for you and the options that you have available so that you can step up and be this change that you wish to see in the world. If you want to be supported and start from the inside out, because this is the most important piece. The most important piece is that we heal from the inside out. It's that inner healing that makes the difference. If we don't heal ourselves, we take those pieces of us that are unhealed, and they literally are like, that's what we end up pushing against. It's not life that we end up pushing against. It's not society that we end up pushing against. It's not everything out there that we end up pushing against. What we end up pushing against and making things harder for ourselves is the unhealed parts of ourselves. It's the parts of ourselves that are crying out for love and attention, that are crying out for acknowledgement. Skylar has this beautiful saying that all energy just wants to be acknowledged. All energy just wants to be acknowledged. And that's why our shit, a technical term there, can be so persistent. That's why it can be so persistent. Keep showing up, because all it wants is to be acknowledged. And that we're going to show you how to work with your own energy. We're going to show you how to work all the different levels of your energy to step up, to grow. The final piece of the 100, one of the things that a lot of people tell us in the journey, and one of the biggest obstacles, and this is something that I have sat with for a long time, of like, how can I solve this problem, if you like? And I've sat with this thing of like, how can I solve this problem that people have? You know, and a lot of it is, and I had that same problem myself, which was in the early days of building my business, in the early days of healing myself, in the early days of doing this, lack of funds was a bit of an issue, right? I needed a bit more funds. So how can I do this, right? How can I do this? And I thought, how can I help my people to do this? So an option that you have within the 100 is to receive affiliate links for us, so that if you affiliate for us, that means that you don't have to deliver anything. That means you just get paid for recommending us. So if you recommend us and somebody signs up through your affiliate link, it means you get paid. That means that there is potential for you to make income while healing. And you don't have to get stressed or stress making your own programs, doing your own thing, getting on that treadmill. You don't need to be on that treadmill yet. You can just focus on yourself and focus on your own healing. And if you're having a good time with us, tell some people, and hopefully it will start to bring more funds into you. So this is something else that we want to offer people. We did say that we're going to do a brand new way of doing business. This is what the 100 is all about, a brand new way of doing business, of where we have 100 people who are here to heal from the inside out and ready to affect massive change on the planet. And when they're ready, when you're ready inside yourself, truly ready, you're feeling good, you're feeling hopeful, you're feeling expansive, you're feeling confident, at that point, we begin to launch your businesses with the aim of creating $1 million plan for you that you will unfold. And some of you will unfold it in a year. I know this. Some of you will unfold it over a few years, but it's not a competition and it's not a race, because it's not how we roll, because competition and races belongs to the old paradigm, the one that we are here to crush and crumble. The paradigm that we belong to is of support, readiness, and stepping into our truest versions of ourselves as fully healed. So if you are excited by this has made you feel activated, the calling, then your next steps is to reach out to Team Hunter to book a call with me and to come and have a chat with me about your journey, about being in the 100 and stepping up like never before. We've got so much good stuff planned for the 100 ladies. As I said, Kara is already in, Laura is already in. Yeah, some of the spots have already started going. I know that this is going to be a movement that is going to change the world. And if you're ready to be part of something so much bigger than yourself, be part of something that is a new way of doing business, And all you need to do is send Joanna's Team Hunter a little DM to say, I'm ready for more. That's all you need to say. I'm ready for more. And let's have a chat. I want you to note something. And if you're brand new in my world, and you've never been on a call with me, we do no hard sell ever. Here's why. I do not want you in the 100 if you're not ready to lead yourself. So there will be no talking. There will be no talking you out of objections, because if you have objections, you're not ready for this. But if you're excited and you're activated and you're ready to activate some next level magic, come and have a chat with me. And let's see what your vision could look like in the 100. To walk with me, to walk with my team, and to walk with the rest of the women, extraordinary women that are in the 100. Change makers, people who are here to birth a brand new paradigm. If you're ready for that, then come and have a chat with us. And before we wrap up tonight, I would just like to ask if anyone has any questions. Laura is saying, I'm so excited to be one of the 100. It is. I'm so excited. This is going to be game changing for our planet. 100 women channeling, 100 women activated in the light web, 100 women with access to next level spiritual tools to grow their business and navigate any issue that their life has. And then the connection to a support network that is going to be freaking next level. Healing from the inside out. I just feel like I am so excited for this. 4 generations. 4 generations. And we don't even have to wait for people generations. It can happen in 4 years. A ripple effect so big, so huge, just from 100 people. I want you to ask yourself some questions. Do you think that you could reach 100 people with your message today? Do you think that you could reach 100 people in a year? Is that something that you are feasible for you? That doesn't sound too hard, right? Especially if you've got next level to support to help you make that happen. Like, that doesn't sound too hard. And then all we've got to do is encourage those people to go out and be empowered through the work that we have done with them and empower them. This is the power of the 100. So Sheila here says it's a flame has been lit within me now. Beautiful. Gretchen is saying yes, yes. We can do this. We can do this. Birth a new paradigm. Create a shift in this planet that is so powerful and potent. I'm excited. Let me know in the comments if this has activated you. Has this inspired you? Yes, 100%. Amazing. It's time, right? Can you feel it? I can feel it. It's time right now. Skylar has this teaching about Project Fear. And project fear it's where the fear that we see in the world right now, because there's so much fear in the world right now, right? Like rising costs, this, that, and the next thing. It's like, crazy making fear, crazy making fear, right? Crazy making fear in this world. But project fear is this idea that Skylar has shared with me of where the fear is serving us. It's serving our awakening. We get to a point where the fear just reaches max for us. And we say, enough is enough already, right? Enough is enough already. And I'm ready for change. I'm willing to do whatever, right? I'm willing to do whatever. Like, enough is enough is enough. I'm willing to do whatever now, right? That is the moment. That is the moment where we switch tracks. We switch energy. Something awakens inside of us. The ancient soul codes that have maybe perhaps been carried in our soul for eons start to wake up. And we start to shed that fear. We start to say, well, you know what? I haven't died yet. I'm still here. I'm still going strong, actually, truth be told. And we start to, like, we're not going to do the fear anymore. Project fear is ramping up in our world. All you need to do is, if you have felt like from COVID, it has been a shit show after a shit show after a shit show, and you've looked at the world and thought, holy moly, like, are we going to get a break anytime soon? Because it's been like, first of all, we were all crapping out about COVID, and this was this thing that we couldn't see, but it may kill us, right? So we were like full on, like, full fear. Then we went, it's like, we almost like just sort of like, we've only just come out of that for the next thing to be knocking on the door. And now, like, it's, the fuel costs have doubled, right? So now we got like that to feel scared for. If you live in Britain, we cranked it up another notch in Britain, like the pound's tanking. Oh my God, right? But if we look at this from a higher perspective, how is this serving us? Well, we're getting driven to the outer edge of our sanity, perhaps, so that we wake up to who we truly are. If there was ever a time where the world needed its healers, its lovers, its women who believe in better, women who are ready to create a shift in the paradigm, now is that time. Now is that time. The world needs us on our A game. It's time. And if you're going to be in my world for the next while, whether you're going to be in my world as a 100, and remember, there is no scarcity. There's plenty of room for everyone. But whether you're going to be in my world as a 100, or whether you're going to be in my world in other ways, in my other programs and things, I want you to know that that's what you're going to hear me talk about a lot. How we can step up as leaders, as true spiritual leaders, for a time when our planet needs us more than ever. So many people are living in it right now, and they don't need to be. They don't need to be. My own mother the other day was giving off about how terrible everything is. And I said to her, are you struggling to pay your fuel costs right now? She went, well, yes. I said, are you? I said, are you having financial difficulties, Mum? I said, did your last bill not get paid? And she went, no, well, no. And I said, right, so are you telling me that you're financially struggling right now? And she said, well, no, not yet, but it's coming. That's what she said. Not yet, but it's coming. And I said, well, it's going to be here sooner than you think if you keep thinking like that. It's going to be here sooner than you think if you keep thinking like that. And I said, how about you just start giving some gratitude for where you're at right now? Yes, I know that the bills are rising. Yes, I know that it is a scary proposition. But let's get real here for a moment. How about we just start giving gratitude for you are right now? Because right now you can afford to pay your bills. But you went, oh yeah. Oh yeah. If the world ever needed a reminder of our own inner power, if the world ever needed a reminder that Project Fear is an illusion, it is illusionary, it is in our imagination, now is the time for us to step up in our spiritual leadership, to show people a different way, to show people a better way, to help people reconnect with their abundance consciousness. Think of every time that you face down fear in your life and you're still here. Even those motherfuckers that tried to burn us alive, we're still here. How'd you like them apples? We're still here. Isn't that fantastic? So I love this. I am seeing so many of you activated. I've been asking the question, how, for so long, and you just gave me the answer. Beautiful. I love it. I can feel you radiating your vision outwards to manifest it. So much respect, love, and gratitude for you. Thank you so much. Very inspiring. Our own little guerrilla movement will change the world. Absolutely. It is Rebels Unite. Yes, I think many of us are feeling like your mum right now, but you're right. Took me a few weeks to pull myself out of that, especially as the other flat owners in our house wanted to jump measures when I wasn't even ready to start thinking about it. And I wanted to get into some emotional distance before freaking out energy first. Exactly, right? So many of us are getting caught in that trap of the fear. And it's not even here yet, right? And we're diminishing our present moment for something that hasn't even happened yet. And we're like, but it's gonna. We need this. We need to learn how to heal from the inside first so that we don't fall into the trap of the fear. This is what unity consciousness has done for me. That when I feel out of the world sometimes, that's a weird thing to say, right? I feel out of the world sometimes. My husband says I live in a bubble, and it's true, I do. But trust me when I tell you that my bubble is far more pleasant than the shit that's on your news channels, right? And here's the thing, the bubble is of my own creation and my own making. I made this bubble. I made this bubble possible. Why wouldn't you want to live in my bubble? It's way more fucking pleasant than the crap that they're broadcasting on the news every day. Does it mean that I'm out of touch with reality? Do I want to be? Ask yourself, do you want to be in touch with reality? How's that reality working out for the rest of the people on the planet? Not so great. Not so great. It sucks, right? So many people are, so I have opted out. I choose to create my own reality. I have opted out of the narrative that is out there. I choose to create my own reality. Unity consciousness is what made that possible for me. So I don't mind when people say, well, Joanna, you live in a bubble. I'm like, yeah, it's great. I'm working on manifesting some unicorns up in this bubble, but you know what? It's a damn sight better than what's going on out there. I don't want to be in touch with the shit anymore. It's absolutely necessary to deal with life. Exactly, right? Like, but we can opt out. We don't have to. We don't have to have that daily onslaught that diminishes our light, makes us feel rubbish, and puts us in a state of total and utter fear, because that's all it is. I prefer to spend my days in a state of total and utter love. It's way more pleasant. It's way nicer. and it has way more of magnetism than the fear will ever have. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for stepping up, being part of this group, and being a change maker. So this group is going to stay open. It's going to be, we ask you that you do not share the link. If you want to tell someone about the 100, you think that they might be a fit or something like that, then what we would love is that you contact Team Hunter and tell them, hey, my friend, and then they'll give you a link. So thank you so much. I see you. I see the change that your soul wants to bring to this world. I am so proud that you're in my world. I am so proud that we are walking alongside each other. I hope that some of you are ready to walk alongside me as one of the 100. But when your time is ready, when you are ready for this, it will be here. Trust in that. We do not deal in scarcity. We do not deal in not enoughness. I truly, truly believe we have plenty for everyone. And I just am so excited for us as a community. Let's create a paradigm that will not be ignored. Let's create a paradigm where we normalize healing from the inside out, where we normalize emotional intelligence and having our shit together instead of taking our unhealed wounds and putting them on everything. Let's normalize energy. Let's normalize spirit, the love of spirit, our connection to source. Thank you so, so much for being here tonight. I love you. You are amazing. Keep shining your light.